This is Wine in the City. It is a gorgeous evening watching the sunset with a lovely Ben Smith Enotria.
Hello.
Hello. And we are in Modena at Chiarli, the Lambrusco producer, in Castelvetro.
Correct.
And we're tasting two wines today. And if you think Lambrusco, what would you think? Maybe you think kind of slightly sweet wine, low alcohol. These guys are game changers. They're the biggest producer in the region. They're the oldest, and they're out to prove a point that Lambrusco can be kind of dry, and it can be higher alcohol. It can be like fun wines, but obviously serious wines as well. So the first one here, Ben, we've got 100% Pignoletto.
Yeah. So Pignoletto is a great variety that they've grown around these parts for a long time, but until about 10 years ago, they didn't really know how to get the best out of it. However, modern winemaking techniques have enabled them to really get some clean, delicious aromas and flavours out of it. When I smell this, I get real pear drops on the nose, and it smells like it's going to be sweet, like the wine might taste a little bit sweet. But actually, the delicious thing is, it's very refreshing. It's kind of clean on the palate. Yeah. Again, you get that pear drop note, but it's absolutely clean. And I've got to say that this wine's been going bananas in the UK. We've been selling lots of it. The British public can't get enough of it.
I really love this. We just tasted about 10 wines, had a big tasting earlier, and this was the first one we tried, but it really stood out for me. As Ben said, it's got this lovely kind of sherbety, zippy pear on the nose, and then that's kind of accentuated on the palate, and it's so refreshing. It'd be a lovely aperitif. Maybe, what else would this pair with, do you think?
Oh, I think, yeah, probably some canapes, maybe a salad, maybe some white meat. It's got enough body and flavour to stand up to some interesting food as well.
And let's look at wine number 2. Check out that colour. Gorgeous kind of pale ruby pink. And this one is here, Vecchia Modena. So what they've done here is 100% Sorbara, and they've taken the original label, the first label, and they've gone back to that, which I think is lovely. And on the back it's got a bit of history that it was on show at the Paris exhibition of 1900. So just illustrating the history here. And for me it's absolutely delicious. It's just so bursting with red fruit, loads of raspberries, kind of red currants. Wimbledon's going on at the moment. It'd be perfect Wimbledon wine if the sun shone in England.
Yes.
But what did you think then?
Well, we don't have an update on the sunshine in England, but
no.
I thought this is actually quite a serious wine. I mean, as Lucy says, when you see the word Lambrusco, you immediately think, oh, this is going to be a sweet wine. It's not that at all. And Chiarli are very serious, actually, about the winemaking, and so they might be. This wine has won, for the last 3 years, it's won what's called the Chiarli Award at the Gambero Rosso. Chiarli means 3 glasses. It's the ultimate accolade that any Italian wine can win, and it's the first Lambrusco that's ever won it. So it really sets them apart. I love the fact that it's in this kind of retro styling, so it's got a lot of tradition with it. But it's, I mean, it's a modern wine, isn't it? And
it's dry, but it's got this lovely acidity, this lovely kind of zip going through it, and this lovely freshness, this bright fruit. Again, it smells so kind of full of fruit that you might think again that it's sweet, but it's not. It's got that lovely kind of acidity cutting through it. And the winemaker and owner here was saying that it was a really versatile wine with foods. It can go with lots of like seafood, but it'll also go with meat. And I kind of agree. I think. Why not? You know, why not drink sparkling with food?
Kind of makes your mouth water, actually.
Definitely, yeah. It's really.
And it's only 11% alcohol, which is a brilliant thing in a sparkling wine.
And how much is this one going forward in Enotria?
Well, this one you would get in the trade for about £10.5. So in a shop you would expect to pay about 15, which is very reasonable.
It's been a real education for me this afternoon, coming to these guys, learning about Lambrusco. I think just changing perceptions, opening people's minds. I think it's about time that Lambrusco is taken seriously. So Absolutely. Let's cheers to that then.
Cheers.
Salute.